Welcome to second part of tenses. As I told you in the first video, tenses are 12. Main tenses are present tense, past tense, future tense. And now I am going to talk about present tenses first of all, and the most complicated tense in the verb chapter is simple present tense. It is very complicated because it has different forms in different positions. You may be rather confused to see the list of different words here, but don't look at all at a time. Wherever I point out, there you have to have a look. Please concentrate, don't get confused. Don't look at anything except the point where I am pointing out. There you have to concentrate, otherwise you get confused. Right here. Simple present tense. It has different forms. In ordinary affirmatives, it is called affirmative sentences or affirmative form. Next one, negative form, saying no. And in questions, interrogatives, how it is used, okay, it is given. Again, in active voice, it has different forms. In passive voice, it has different forms. Here in negative also, active voice, passive voice, and active voice, passive voice. And please have concentration, my dear. Be very careful. This is a very dangerous tense, most confused one. Okay, if you pass this simple present tense, remaining tenses are very easy. Be careful. So I request your concentration on my point. Now I try to explain how is a simple present tense. What are the forms of a simple present tense? How they are? That's very important. Now I talk about affirmatives. Ordinary sentence. In active voice, V1 form directly comes as a simple present tense. Examples: eat, go, do, sing. But there is a problem here. It's not all. There is a problem. If the subject is third person singular, and again that confusion comes. What is third person singular? Third person singular means he, she, it, they. These personal pronouns are third person singular. And also singular nouns, any singular noun, Rama, boy, monkey, anything else. Any singular form of noun, they come under third person. He, she, it, they, and these are pronouns, personal pronouns. And again, any singular noun also, they come under third person singular. Third person singular. Actually, I forgot to write here third person singular. If third person singular subject is there, if you are using simple present tense, if the subject is third person singular, we have to add yes to this V1. Yes or yes. Examples: eat, eats, go, goes, do, does, sing, sings. Many examples I can give, but I don't have that much time to give all the examples. Try to understand. I teach you again. Simple present tense in active voice means first thing is V1. V1 for I, subject I, we, you, they, any plural nouns also they take directly V1. But if the subject is third person singular, that means he, she, it, they, these are personal pronouns, and any singular form of nouns also they come under third person singular. If they come, we have to add yes or es to V1. This is in active voice. In passive voice, am, is, are, these are called V forms. Am, is, are. Okay, am is used when the subject is I, is used for any singular, I mean third person singular, and are is used for all plural subject. Am plus V3 form. V3 form, I think the third form of the verb in the previous video I taught you about them. Am plus V3, is plus V3, are plus V3. And examples: am eaten, is eaten, are eaten. Okay, this is in ordinary sentences. Active voice and passive voice I'm teaching you now, because it will be useful for you even in doing active voice and passive voice. Of course, verb means total active voice and passive voice. We cannot separate them. Active voice separate, passive voice separate. It's not totally. It is in the verb chapter. So we have to know every form of the verb very clearly. When it comes to negatives, okay, in active voice, do or does used, not is added, and V1 form used. That means do not V1, does not V1. Examples: do not eat, does not eat. Again, the doubt comes when we have to use do and when we have to use does. Does not V1 is used when third person singular. They come as subjects. For remaining things, that means I, we, you, they, in a plural form of nouns, for them you have to use do. Of course, in the passive voice it is the same, just I kept not here. Just see am not V3, is not V3, are not V3, am not eaten, is not eaten, are not eaten, the same thing except not. Is here I added just not to show negative. Okay, this is negative form of the simple present. Next, interrogatives. In questions also we use do or does. The principle is the same. Does when the subject is third person singular. For remaining things we have to use do. Does subject comes next. Actually, in other form, in the affirmatives or negatives, the subject comes first. Then we use the verb. But here, after the first helping verb, we have to use what? Subject. Does subject V1. Does subject V1. Do subject V1. Examples also I have given. Do I eat? Does she eat? She is third person singular. I is first person singular. Okay, right. And passive voice. Am plus subject comes here. Am plus subject V3. Is plus subject plus V3. Are plus subject plus V3. Am I eaten? Is she eaten? Are you eaten? I hope you have understood what is simple present tense, the form of simple present tense. Now the question comes, when is this simple present tense is used? When is this simple present tense used? Very, very crucial, and it is very confusing. Be careful. There are many factors that contribute to the use of simple present tense. I try to give you one by one. Okay, right? First thing, uses of simple present tense. When is simple present tense used? First point, it is used for a habitual daily routine actions. For examples, I eat apples every day. Understand, my dear? Eat. But she eats apples every day, because it is third person singular. It is everyday activity. We go to college regularly. Go. She goes to third person singular college regularly. So for habitual actions we have to use, for a daily routine habitual action, every time it happens, habitual actions. Okay, for that we have to use what? Simple present tense. This is the example. Okay, right? Next point, for truths, universal or eternal truths. For example, the earth revolves. Yes, I added because the third person singular subject is there. Revolves round the sun. The sun rises in the east. Okay, a parrot repeats our words. Yes, all are third person singular only. I try to give you stars shine. Stars is plural, that's why I haven't added any. Shine at night. Okay, I haven't used any s here because stars is not third person singular. These are all eternal truths, general truths, universal truths. For this we have to use simple present tense. And also simple present tense is used to show our present status. For example, Modi is our Prime Minister. Modi is our Prime Minister. Is Modi. I am a lecturer. Present status. Am. Okay, right? They are students. They are at present. They are students. Their present position is students. They are students. Likewise, we can show the present status by using is, am, are. These are called B forms, V1 form of the B forms. Okay, right? Modi is, am, or according to the subject I changed is, am, or. This is also there. So, this is the present status. It also can be shown in simple present tense. Next point, present having something. Present possession, it is called what? Present possession. I have a car. Now I have a car. She has a flat. Present flat. So, at present what we have, we possess. For that, we can use by has and have, by showing with has and have, we can show our present possession. This is also there. So, next point. For proverbs and quotations. For example, slow and steady wins the race. Honesty, see, this is simple present tense. Honesty is the best policy. For these quotations or proverbs, we have to use simple present tense. And very confusing thing, very important thing, in conditional or time clauses, simple present tense is used. It is very, very difficult to understand, my dear. Very difficult. Be very careful as I write the examples. Conditionals, present conditionals. Okay? How? See. I will say. In simple present tense, you are showing us a future tense, or what is this? You may say, please wait. I will inform you as soon as she comes. Okay, one more. They will kill you if you do this. ఇది చేస్తే నేను చంపేస్తాను. See, my dear, when you see as soon as, if, I am writing some more, unless, when, till, until. Okay, these indicate if, unless, as soon as, when, till, until. If you see, this is called a subordinate clause. In subordinate clause, if a subordinate clause begins with any of these, if, as soon as, unless, when, till, until, okay, then if the main verb here, main clause verb, it is in future tense. This is also future tense, simple future tense, of course. Okay, then it is a must to use simple present tense here. Try to understand. Here two parts are there. This is main clause, this is subordinate clause here. Okay, if the subordinate clause begins with as soon as, okay, unless, when, till, until, if, you have to understand this clause is a conditional or time showing time clause. In this clause we have to use simple present tense. What is the condition? Again you have to look here it must be future tense. And also sometimes in both clauses simple present tense may come. How? Don't get off the train until it stops. Until it stops. See, this is a simple present tense. Don't get, this is also simple present tense. It is a negative. Understand, my dear? These are the uses of simple present tense. I think, I hope you have understood it well. Okay, right? And let us move to present continuous tense. Next point is present continuous tense. Second one of the present tenses, present continuous tense. Let us see how present continuous tense is in different things. Affirmatives, for example, affirmatives, active voice and passive voice. Let us see. In active voice, am, is, are plus V1 plus ing plus V1 ing, are V1 ing. Examples: am, eating, is eating, are eating. Understand? Passive voice also begins with the am, is, are, but in the place of ing, that is the ing form, we have to use being here. When be form is must in passive voice, be form, being plus V3. Don't get confused. I give you example: am, being, eaten, eat, ate, eaten. V3 form, is, being, eaten, are, being, eaten. Understand, my dear? Am, V1 form, ing, am eating, is eating, are eating. And of course you understood, when the subject is I, we have to use am. For any singulars, we have to use is, and any plurals, we have to use are. Same thing applies here. Let us see how it is in negatives. How is the negative form of present continuous tense? Active voice, same, very easy. Just keep am plus not plus V1 plus ing, is plus not plus V1 plus ing, are plus not plus V1 plus ing. Am not eating. Are you eating apples? I am not eating apples. Okay? Is she eating apples? No, she is not eating apples. Okay? Are they eating apples? No, they are not eating apples. Okay? And passive voice, of course, is the same thing. Am, is, are, plus, not. Okay? Passive voice, again, same thing. Plus being. Being plus V3. I am tired of writing again and again. I think you can understand them, but don't worry, I write them. Okay, am not being eaten. Is not being eaten. Okay, are not being eaten. Okay, and when it comes to interrogatives, I try to remove this one. I think you have understood it. Okay, next, when it comes to interrogatives, the same thing. Of course, the subject comes after am, is, are. That much one. Understand? Okay, see interrogatives. Active voice. Am, subject V1 ing, is, subject V1 ing, are plus subject plus V1 plus ing. Examples. Am I eating? Am I eating? Question mark. Is she eating? Okay. Are you eating? And when it comes to passive voice, the same thing repeats. Am, is, are plus subject plus V1, being plus V3. Example. Am I being eaten? Is she being eaten? Are you being eaten? This is present continuous tense. If you are getting confused, reverse it. I mean, go back and watch it very carefully. You can get through it. Of course, now present continuous, how it is, it's already done. And now let us see what are the uses of present continuous tense. This is very important. Present continuous tense. When is it used? Present continuous tense is used for an action which is going at the time of speaking. How it is used? Now, at present, at this moment. These are the examples. I am teaching you. Present continuous tense now. Now. Okay? She is sleeping at present. They are playing at this moment. These all, they indicate an action that is going on at the time of speaking. Now, I am eating, I am teaching, he is sleeping, are playing. Understand, my dear? For these, we use present continuous tense. And Let us check some other uses of present continuous tense. Okay? When a sentence begins with look, see, okay? Look, see, listen, hear. If you see these beginnings in a sentence, the next verb will be in present continuous. Look, the boy, the baby is crossing the road. Present continuous tense. See how the birds are flying. How the birds are flying in the sky. Are flying. Listen, someone is crying. Here, somebody is knocking tuck, 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 at the door. At the door. Okay, this is present continuous tense. And also, let us check some more uses of present continuous tense. It is used when an imperative beginning is there. Imperative means, for example, don't disturb him. Don't disturb him. This is present, simple present tense. With imperative, it is called command or order, like that. Okay, he is studying. He is studying. Okay, don't make a noise. Don't make a noise. The baby is sleeping. Understand, my dear? Present continuous tense is used along with imperative, next a continuous action. And there is a problem with present continuous tense, my dear. Yes, there is a problem because I am knowing you is wrong. There are certain verbs which cannot be used in present continuous tense. For those verbs, we have to remove this and use it in simple present tense. I am not knowing you, for example. Then to make negative, I don't know you. Okay, so certain verbs are there. I cannot give all. Certain verbs cannot be used in present continuous tense. Those can be used in simple present tense. Okay, I give you one more example. She is having a problem is wrong. Have also cannot be used. She has a problem, simple present tense we cannot use. I am having a problem. I am having a problem is wrong. I say I have a problem, simple present tense we have to use. My dear, I think I have given you sufficient information about the use of present continuous tense. See you in the third video. Until then, bye.